work with Mum and Dad to find the names of some Italian pizzas? Fantastical. Let's hear all about it.
My name is Dina Stafiero, teacher of Italian, reception to Year 7.
Why might you not find a pizza Hawaiian in a pizzeria?
Also a Year 1-2 teacher, and I share a leadership role around student wellbeing.
Well done.
My name's Rosa Angelino. I'm currently the key literacy teacher and numeracy coach here at St Gabriel's School. We're a Catholic primary school of approximately 300 students in the northern suburbs of Adelaide.
So there is some contact, and we are offering some programs or opportunities for parents to engage in. We did have parents coming in being involved in different activities throughout the school, mainly more social than perhaps academic or educational.
So a lot of the parents were looking at, when they filled out the rubric for us, that we were in the developing phase. There were areas within the school, building and sustaining. We started looking at the National Strengthening Family and Community and Student Learning Resource, and we just focused on one dimension to start with, which was connecting learning at home and at school. It'd be interesting to try and connect the two with the data that we've got and, you know, what the research is telling us and, you know, points to move on.
And then perhaps look at, I think we really need to, you know, initiate some change to get more to this sustaining sort of phase. So that provided us with rich data to work on and think, okay, these are areas for growth in the future that we can begin addressing or change the way we do things so that we are engaging parents more authentically in their child's learning. We were very much looking at creative ways of engaging parents. Reading workshop.
Yes, parents would come in and we went through the workshop with them and we actually taught them the strategies like we would with the students as well. We've started doing the open house, so parents come in and students show their work. So the connection there is showing parents that this is what we do here at school and asking them to use that same language at looking at what their child is doing within the classroom.
So what we're aiming for is having a shared vision as a school community.
We're very much focusing on, in this review process or process of change, a whole school approach.
Students' work, but then inviting them in our open night.
We've run a couple of staff meetings doing the assessment tool and their perception of parent participation within our school and what authentic engagement actually is.
We've been looking at living things and non-living things and the different aspects that pets need to survive, and so when the parents come in, we're actually going to go through the rubric and make sure that all those things are incorporated into it.
It's great that you've mentioned about the rubrics because that was the next bit that we were going on to. And then we looked at authentic assessment and connecting that with the parent participation as well. How we mark in the classroom, so parents are involved in that way as well.
We are currently working with some graduate teachers to support them and to get them informed and well-resourced about the importance of parental engagement.
So we're looking at having digital portfolios online, maybe probably, you know, from years 4 to year 7.
It's great working with the graduate teachers because, of course, they're living and being digital citizens, bringing in, you know, online and digital tools.
A lot of parents are able to access their computers a lot more than they're able to come into school. So if anything to do with their child's learning is digital, I think it will have a positive influence on their child's learning.
Parental involvement has increased within our school and it's quite identifiable through, you know, when I've held workshops with parents that we've had a greater involvement. Like we've had more parents come in where we used to maybe get 3 or 4 RSVP, whereas I had close to 40 between a morning session and an evening session, which was amazing.
Hi Marianne.
Hi, how are you going? Good. Yourself?
Yeah, we're just talking about the open house.
Oh, okay.
Did you manage to come and see some of your children's work?
We did. We came in the evening. Family trees and some of his math workbooks and stuff like that. He showed us.
Through some funding which we received, we established a community room.
To share that with their parents. They want people, you know, their families to understand.
They've been in some informal chats about children's learning, but also some more formal learning that's taken place as well, meetings and things like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's been very well received with our parent community.
I looked at a couple of the other kids' work as well.
So communication, of course, is of paramount importance, but offering other opportunities for parents to be more actively involved, trialling different formats for assembly. So, you know, a Friday morning doesn't suit everybody, so we've had showcases during the evening time.
Cook the pizza in the oven.
Fantastic.
Holding meet the family chats at the beginning of the year, really getting to know learners and their life worlds to develop that working collaborative relationship with parents.
Easy.
I think this out of the UK, this resource will be a great one to put on the K drive for staff to access as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think in the future when we implement the learning portfolios, that'll fit in very nicely in that dimension. The
Oh, it will just
sustaining
slot right in.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
we're always, as part of our process of change, we are always consulting our community, students, staff and parents to analyse and see how things are progressing, you know, what else could change, taking on feedback to then take on more opportunities to engage parents.